What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. MTG here with another episode. If you're new to the channel, hi there. So this right here in my hand is the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. And this is the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. And I want to discuss about everything we know about the successor to this great device right here, the S22 Ultra. So without further delay, let's dive right in. Okay, so you saw the picture of the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, and it looks very, very similar to its predecessor, this right here in my hand, the S22 Ultra. But there are some changes, and I'm going to share with you guys everything we know, starting off with the display of the Galaxy S23 Ultra. We're getting a 6.8-inch Infinity O Dynamic AMOLED 2K display. So that's 3088 by 1440 a pixel resolution and a 1 to 120 Hz refresh rate display. It supports HDR10 Plus and Gorilla Glass Victus 2 for protection. So it also has a 4nm Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor, which was something we were expecting. Obviously, that's a year-over-year upgrade. And this right here has a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, the Galaxy S22 Ultra. Going back to the S23 Ultra, a 5,000 milliamp hour battery with a 45 watt wired and a 10 watt wireless charging support. 8 to 12 gigs of RAM, so different options with LPDDR5, 256, 512, and 1 terabyte. So 512 gigs, 256 gigs, and 1 terabyte of internal storage. And keep in mind, there is no micro SD card slot. We're also getting IP dust and water resistance. We're getting a 2 Dolby Atmos speaker set. We're getting an under display fingerprint sensor like the S22 Ultra, and we're getting face recognition. It's not like the Face ID that we have on the iPhone series. Like, it doesn't have that same technology. It just has kind of pretty much used the front facing camera to unlock with your face. Then obviously we get things that we already know are gonna come, like Wi-Fi 802.11, Bluetooth 5.3, and we're not going portless with the S23 Ultra. So keep that in mind. The big changes do come when we look at the back of the S23 Ultra. We're getting 4 rear-facing cameras, an LED flash, a scene optimizer, auto framing, quick launch, and HDR10 Plus. So the main thing right here is going to be the 200 megapixel primary camera with an f1.7 aperture, which that's really good. A 200 megapixel camera. So the last time Samsung upped their camera resolution was from the S10 to the S20 with a 108 megapixel camera. And ever since S20, S21, and S22 Ultra, we've always had 108, but now we're going up to 200 megapixel resolution for the main sensor. We're also getting a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle with 120 degree field of view, a 10 megapixel telephoto lens with f2.4 aperture with 3x optical zoom, and also a 10 megapixel periscope telephoto sensor with 11 degree field of view, 10x optical zoom, and 100x space zoom. Then we obviously are going to get a bunch of camera features that Samsung throws into their devices, and a 12 megapixel single front facing camera. So there's that. And we also get 8K video recording at 30 frames per second, 4K video recording at 60 frames for the rear and front cameras, and Full HD at 60 frames per second. As for software, Android 13 with One UI 5.1 out of the box, 4 years of software updates, so Android 14, 15, 16, and Android 17. We're getting 4 colors, and I'm just going to throw the colors, like not the official names, but we're getting a black, a green, a cream, which is kind of like the silver creamish, and a lavender or a lilac color. So 4 new colors. We're hearing rumors. This one's not confirmed. Pricing is always like at the very last minute, but rumors that the price is going to increase in a lot of different regions. I have, and I'm putting this up on screen right now, I've come across this where it states that we're going to be getting the same prices with the S23 series here in the US. So it's not 100% confirmed, but this is something that I came across when looking at the rumors, that it's going to stay the same. So there's S23 Ultra specifically. I'm not talking about S23 or S23 Plus, just the S23 Ultra. Now, maybe you're watching this video and you're going to ask, well, I have the S22 Ultra. Is it worth it to upgrade? I don't have the device in hand, but more than likely I'm going to say no, because we've hit a point in smartphones where upgrades from the predecessor to the successor is very incremental. It's now just, with software or with small internal changes. And honestly, I think that's a good thing, because Samsung's been doing a really good job, and I don't think they want to go out completely change the design, for example, try something new and try to take a risk and see if it catches some success, because they already have success. You might as well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing. They have that method going on. I think that's good. iPhones, for example, their designs haven't drastically changed for years, and maybe that's because they have a good thing going on. They don't want to risk something new. Who knows? But overall, when you look at design with the S22 Ultra and S23 Ultra, maybe the camera rings, that's the only visual design difference that I can personally see from the photos. Maybe when I get it in the studio, when it does launch. And if you do want to support, I'll be leaving a link in the description down below where you can reserve the S23 series. And if you do, you get a $50 credit, reserve 2 devices, and get a $100 credit. All you need to do is just click the link, and it definitely helps out the channel, and it's gonna help me push out more videos of the S23 Ultra, and I'm also planning on picking up the S23 as well. And if you're subscribed to the channel, you do know that I leave a lot of community posts, and many of them lately have been polls about the S23 series. So if you haven't checked those out yet, be sure to check them out. I put up 2 polls recently about what color I should pick up for the channel. And as I'm recording this, both polls for the S23 Ultra and S23, the smallest of the series, Botanic Green is the color that has gotten the most votes. So it looks like as of right now, I will be picking up a Botanic Green S23 as well as a Botanic Green S23 Ultra. But there is really that. And by the way, I have my latest wallpaper pack right here. It's called Retro. I actually, as I'm recording this, thank you for supporting the channel. I just made a new sale of my latest wallpaper pack Retro. I actually have a really good wallpaper pack coming out that I plan on releasing with the release of the Galaxy S23 series. I think you will like it. I absolutely love it. Be sure to check my links in the description down below. But that's really been it. I'll be keeping you guys updated again with my community tabs. Lots of Samsung content is coming to the channel. If you did enjoy, be sure to superman that like button, comment down below, get some ghost energy, and best of all, share this video because it really does help out the channel a lot and will help push my content out to more people. No, seriously, ghost energy. I mean, I didn't drink this today, but I just had this as prop. Absolutely love Ghost. Check them out if you haven't checked out Ghost or if you haven't heard about them. They are awesome. Ghost, keep it up. And also I hope we can make this flavor just yearly. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next episode.